I'm 82 years old. I've made every goddamn mistake a father can make. I've paid the price with lonely Thanksgivings and unreturned phone calls. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to give you the blueprint to fix it. I'm going to tell you the 7 mistakes men over 50 make with their adult children. If you have the guts to swallow your pride, to shut your mouth and listen, I promise you this: you won't just get your kids back, you will get their respect. Now, look at your phone. You've checked it 3 times in the last hour. No texts, no missed calls, just silence. You're sitting in a 4-bedroom house that's too damn quiet. The kids are gone, and you're wondering when you became a ghost in your own family. You remember when you were the hero, when your word was law, when you could fix their scraped knees and broken bicycles. But they grew up, and suddenly your tools don't fix their problems anymore. You try to guide them, and they look at you with that polite, distant smile and say, "Dad, I got it. That hurts." It hits right in the ego, so you try to buy their attention. You guilt trip them. You force your outdated advice down their throats. And every time you do, you push them another inch away. You are hammering nails into the coffin of your relationship. Let's get to work. Let me take you back to 1988. I was 48 years old, prime of my life, or so I thought. I was working 60, maybe 70 hours a week. The smell of diesel fuel and stale Folgers coffee was practically baked into my skin. Mortgage rates were eating us alive back then. I was obsessed with maxing out the 401k, keeping the IRS off my back, and putting food on the table. I thought being a man, being a father, meant being a provider. I equated my worth with the size of my paycheck. If the bills were paid and the roof didn't leak, I figured I was Father of the Year. But I was arrogant. I was stupid. I remember my boy's Little League championship game. Spring of '89. He was pitching. I didn't make it. I was stuck at the office trying to close a deal to pay for the very college he eventually dropped out of. I got home at 11 p.m. The house was dark. He was fast asleep in his uniform, dirt still on his face. So, what did I do? I did what men of our generation do. I couldn't say, "I'm sorry." So I bought him a brand new Schwinn bicycle the next weekend. I put a price tag on my absence. I thought a piece of metal and rubber could replace the fact that his father wasn't there when he looked into the stands. The bike rusted. He never rode it much, but he never forgot the empty seat in the bleachers. We thought we were providers, but to them, we were just ATMs with a heartbeat. Fast forward to last Sunday, 3 p.m. I'm sitting in this exact chair staring at the walls, so I pick up the phone and call my son. He answers on the 3rd ring. I can hear the chaos in the background. My grandson is crying, the dog is barking, and my son sounds like he hasn't slept in a week. He lets it slip that he's stressed. The grocery bills are insane. His mortgage rate is adjusting. He's feeling the squeeze of this modern world, and right there, like a retired war horse hearing the bugle, my ego woke up. I thought, here's my chance. He needs me to fix it. I didn't say, "That sounds tough, son. How are you holding up?" No. I put on my old commander hat. I started lecturing him. I told him how I survived 18% interest rates back in '81 under Volcker. I told him he needs to cut back on vacations, stop buying that expensive coffee, and restructure his debt. I was giving him the master class. I was giving him the exact blueprint of how I built my life. I felt important again. And then I heard it, a long, heavy sigh, the universal sound of an adult child who has completely lost patience with an old man. The chaos in his background seemed to stop for a second, and he said, in a voice as cold as ice, "Dad, it's not 1981 anymore." He didn't yell. Yelling would have been better. He just sounded exhausted. He said, "I didn't call for a financial audit. I just wanted to talk to my dad. But I gotta go now. I got it handled." Click, the dial tone. I sat there with the phone in my hand, feeling like an absolute fool, a relic sitting in a museum, shouting at the visitors who are just trying to walk by. He didn't need a mechanic to fix his life. He needed a father to listen to his exhaustion. But my ego ruined the only 5 minutes of connection we had all month. Here is the bitter pill, gentlemen, the one we absolutely refuse to swallow. We spent 30, 40 years building an ego entirely based on being needed. We were the fixers, the ATM machines, the commanders-in-chief of our households. That was our identity. It's how we measured our worth as men. If we could fix the problem or pay the bill, we were good fathers. But here is the reality check. When your kids hit 25, 30, 40 years old, you are fired from that job. You are no longer the CEO of their lives. You are, at best, an outside consultant. And let me tell you something about consultants. They only speak when they are hired to do so. But our pride won't let us accept that demotion. So we force our way in. We use our bank accounts to manipulate. We use guilt as a weapon. We would rather have a miserable relationship where we are still in charge than a peaceful relationship where we are just a guest. Your ego is the enemy of your legacy. Your desperate need to be right, to be the boss, is exactly what's going to make you die alone. It's time to resign, old man. It's time to hand over the keys and learn how to sit in the passenger seat. So, how do we fix this? How do you step down as the boss and become the father they actually want to call? You stop making these 7 mistakes. Today, number 1, giving unsolicited advice. Stop trying to fix everything. Next time your kid calls with a problem, bite your tongue. Ask one simple question. Do you want me to just listen, or do you want my advice? If they say listen, you shut your mouth and you just listen. Number 2, using money as a leash. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you help them with a down payment or pay for the grandkids' school, cut the strings. A gift with conditions isn't a gift. It's a bribe, and they resent you for it. Number 3, forcing your outdated timeline on their lives. When I was your age, I had a house, 2 cars, and a pension. Good for you. It's not 1985 anymore. The world is harder now. Respect their struggle instead of comparing it to your past. Number 4, being too damn proud to apologize. You made mistakes. You missed birthdays. You lost your temper. Look them in the eye and say, I'm sorry I wasn't the father you needed back then. No buts, no excuses, just apologize and own it. Number 5, demanding respect because of your title. I am your father. That means nothing if you don't treat them like adults. Respect is earned in the present, not owed from the past. Number 6, criticizing their spouse. I don't care if you don't like her cooking or his politics. That is their partner. When you attack their spouse, you declare war on their home. And number 7, the worst one of all, guilt tripping. You never visit. I guess I'll just die alone in this big house. Stop it. You are making your home feel like a courtroom. Make your presence a place of peace, and they will want to visit. Your job as a manager is over, gentlemen. Your job as a father now is to be a harbor. A harbor doesn't chase the ships across the ocean, yelling directions. It just stands there, quiet, solid, safe, ready for when the storms hit. So, put the phone down. Stop staring at it, waiting for them to validate your existence. Go build a life for yourself. You spent decades working to earn your freedom. Now use it. Find a hobby. Take your wife out to dinner. Make peace with your ghosts. Let them fly. Let them make their own mistakes. And when they fall, and they will fall, be the quiet strength that helps them stand back up. Not the loud, arrogant voice saying, I told you so. I'm 82 years old. I've said my piece. I've given you the blueprint. What you build with it is up to you. Now get out of here. Go live your life before it's too late.